Hello students, you are most welcome in this next video. This is the third video of the chapter number 3, Plant Kingdom. In earlier videos, we have discussed about the classification history of plants and types of taxonomy and the general description of algae. Now in this video, we are going to discuss about the algae in detail. First, we will discuss about the classification of algae. Algae is categorized into 3 categories. These categories are Chlorophycy, Phaeophycy and Rhodophycy. So these are 3 classes of algae we are going to study. Okay. So first I want to tell you these 3 category of algae are categorized on some basis. So what are these bases we are going to study? These bases are common name of algae, means the Chlorophycy. The members of Chlorophycy are known as the common name. So what is the common name of each category? Habitat. The members belong to category. What are the habitat of these? Next one, cell or body organization. What does it mean? Cell or body organization means the living being or the algae are present in each category. How the cell of these categories are made up of. Okay, suppose Chlorophycy, the member of Chlorophycy is chlorella. How the cell is made up of and what is the constitution, of cell wall of chlorella. So we will discuss in it. Okay, so body organization means plant body is filamentous, multicellular, unicellular. So which type of plant body it has, we will discuss. So these 3. Next one, pigment. Which type of pigment is found in these category members? Okay. So which pigment? So suppose in chlorella, it is the member of Chlorophycy. It has the pigment chlorophyll A. So chlorophyll A pigment means, students, you have studied in 9th class as well as in 10th class also. Pigments means the chemical found in the cell which is colorful. So which color it has? So the pigment is the colorful chemical. It may of the green color, it may of the brown or red color, different color it has. So that is why these pigments are of different type on the basis of they provide color. Next, reproduction. So which type of reproduction is found in each category? Means we have discussed in earlier video. There are 3 types of reproduction found in algae: vegetative reproduction, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. So which type of reproduction is found in each category we will discuss. Next one is life cycle. What is the life cycle and how life cycle is completed in each category of algae? Suppose life cycle we will discuss in detail also after completing this plant kingdom. Last topic of this plant kingdom chapter is life cycle of plants: haplontic life cycle, diplontic life cycle, diplohaplontic life cycle, haplodiplontic life cycle. So I am telling you these terms, you are seeming it that or you are taking it too difficult, but don't worry, it is the last topic. We will discuss little bit about here. So life cycle, which type of life cycle? Haplontic, diplontic, diplohaplontic. Which type of life cycle is present in each category? Next one is example. Example, what are the example of each category? Which alga is considering or it is placed in category? So we will discuss it. Next, economic importance. What is the economic importance of algae or particular category or the member in particular category? We will discuss. So these are 8 bases we have discussed. We will discuss in these 3 category. Okay. First, students, let's start about the Chlorophycy. What is the Chlorophycy? So I want to tell you chloro. Chloro is the term. Chloro means whenever you study the term chloro in the biology, chloro means green in color. So this is the keyword. You should remember it always that this is the keyword chloro. So chloro, it does it mean? What does it mean? Green in color. So Chlorophycy. Phycy, it is the category or you can say it is the class of plant. So Chlorophycy means the type of alga which is green in color. So the category is known as the Chlorophycy. So common name of these alga is green algae. Green algae. Got it? So these are green algae. Next one is habitat. What is the habitat of this Chlorophycy members? What is the habitat? So mostly marine. or marine in nature, mostly marine, but some belong to fresh water. Some in fresh water. So students, I think you know very well what is marine water and what is fresh water. So marine water is the sea water and fresh water is the water of river and ponds. So habitat mostly marine and fresh water. Okay. Next one is the cell organization or body organization. So students, I want to tell you that the cell of or the body of the member of Chlorophycy may be unicellular or multicellular. So unicellular or multicellular. So unicellular, multicellular may be both the type. They may solitary or in colony. They may solitary or in colony. Solitary, what does it mean? What does it mean? Solitary and colonial. So what does it mean? Dear students, solitary means single. These unicellular algae may remain or may survive singly or they may found in group. So the group of unicellular algae is known as the colony. Okay, so that one solitary or colonial. So these are the bases on which they live together. Okay. So here this is the cellular organization or body organization. Next one, what? The unicellular alga may have the flagella, may have flagella. Okay, so may have flagella, and the cell wall of these algae is made up of cellulose, cell wall made up of cellulose and pectose. So cellulose or pectose. So these are the constituent of cell wall of these algae. Next one is which type of pigment is found? Which type of pigment? So pigment is the chlorophyll A and B. So chlorophyll A and B are found here. This is most important term. Okay. So chlorophyll A and B. And chloroplast, this is most important point. Chloroplast may discoid plate like and reticulate or cup shaped. So this is very important term, students. You know, the chloroplast, it may discoid, disc shape, just like it. Okay, plate shaped. So just like this one, plate shaped. And reticulate means the network of chloroplast, or cup shaped, just like it. So this is the cup shape. So different types or different type of shapes are found in this type of category of alga, Chlorophycy. So different shapes of chloroplast are found. Chlorophyll and chloroplast, I want to tell you there is the difference between these two. Chlorophyll, it is the pigment, it is the colorful chemical, but chloroplast, it is the cell organelle which having this type of colorful chemical. Got it? So chlorophyll and chloroplast, these are two different terms used for different things. Okay. Next one is, let's discuss about reproduction. Which type of reproduction is found? So reproduction, three types of reproduction we have discussed. Three type of reproduction means vegetative reproduction. What does it mean, vegetative reproduction? Vegetative reproduction, when the plant part or the part of algae which is vegetative in nature, which is capable to produce the new alga. This is the vegetative part, and the process is known as the vegetative reproduction. Okay. So vegetative reproduction, fragmentation, the fragmentation and bud formation. So these are the parts of asexual reproduction you have studied in 10th class, but now these are considering in the vegetative reproduction. Okay, so vegetative reproduction means vegetative part. What is the vegetative part? We have discussed in earlier video. So reproduction, three ways, all three ways. So these all three ways are present of reproduction. Next one is the life cycle. So life cycle, what is life cycle of, or which type of life cycle is present in Chlorophycy member? Life cycle, haplontic, diplontic, diplohaplontic. What does it mean? Haplontic means when a plant body produce gamete. Okay, so gamete, plant body is the haploid body. Haploid means single set of chromosome. You should know that plant body haploid in nature, and it produces the haploid gamete. Haploid gamete fuse to form the diploid zygote. Diploid zygote produce what? Diploid zygote produce spores after meiosis, or haploid spores. These spores are haploid spores. So all are haploid, means suppose I want to tell you the plant body is haploid or single end. It produces the gamete, two type of gamete, male and female, single end. These fuse to form zygote, 2n, and this 2n undergo the meiosis cell division and form what? Form single end spore, and these single end spore germinate to form the plant body. So all the stages are single end or haploid stages in whole life cycle. That is why this life cycle is known as the haploid or haplontic life cycle. Means the haplontic or haploid stages in the life cycle are existing more in comparison to the diploid life cycle, because the diploid stage is only the zygote, but all the structures or all the stages of life cycle are haploid stages. Okay, when the alga has the diploid plant body, so diploid plant body of alga, when the almost structure or stages of alga in life cycle are diploid in nature, then only gametes are haploid. So the haploid stage comes for very short time. That is why this life cycle is known as the diplontic life cycle. When both type of structure, haploid and diploid structure and stages are present equally, then this life cycle is known as the which type of diplohaplontic or haplodiplontic. So these are three type of life cycle: haplontic, diplontic, diplohaplontic or haplodiplontic. Got it? So life cycle haplontic. Mainly haplontic life cycle is found in almost alga. Haplontic life cycle is found, but in some diplontic or diplohaplontic are also found. Diplontic and haplodiplontic. Haplodiplontic. Got it? Next one is example. What are the example of this type of algae? Example of these algae are chlorella. The Spirogyra you have studied in 10th class, which is green in color. So chlorella, Volvox is the unicellular. Volvox, it is the unicellular alga which may bear the flagella. So Volvox, it is unicellular but it remains in the colony form. So Volvox, chlorella, Eulothrix, Spirogyra you know very well. So all the algae which are green in color are example of this category. Got it? What are the economic importance? So some green algae are used as food and fodder of living being. So these are the economic importance of this category, Chlorophycy. Got it? Now let's move on next category. This is common name. What is the common name of Phaeophycy? Pheo, it is the term. It is came from the phaeophytin. Phaeophytin, it is the colorful pigment which is brown in color. That is why brown phycy mean it is the category of algae. So it is known as the brown algae. What is brown algae? Okay. So the common name is brown algae. Then habitat. What is the habitat? So mostly alga of this category are marine in habitat. Okay. So marine habitat. Marine. Next one is the cell organization or body organization. Cell or body organization. How the cell is formed? They mostly multicellular. Some fresh water. But here the cellular body organization, it is multicellular. Multicellular algae are present in this category. Next, let's discuss about they are multicellular, that is why they remain solitary. Singly they can remain. Okay. Next one, many have flagella, but here flagella are absent because plant body developed little bit because they are multicellular, that is why don't have the flagella. Okay. Here cell wall is made up of what? Cell wall is made up of the cellulose plus pectose. Okay, cell wall is made up of cellulose plus pectose. Next, let's discuss about pigment. Which type of pigment is found? Pigment is chlorophyll A and chlorophyll C. Chlorophyll A and chlorophyll C are found in this category or the member of this category. Okay. So pigment you have studied. The chlorophyll A, it is common. Chlorophyll A is also present in Chlorophycy and also present here in Phaeophycy, but C, chlorophyll C, here chlorophyll B. You have to remember it, chlorophyll AB, chlorophyll AC. These are the questions are asked in NEET and AIIMS exam. That is why point out these terms. Okay. So chlorophyll A, here it is brown in color, that is why carotenoids, carotenoids, these are the other pigments than chlorophyll. Carotenoids, what are the carotenoids? Carotenoids are the category of the pigments just like chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is of different type A, B, C, D. So just like it, carotenoid is also another pigment. It is derived from the carotene. Carotene, it is the example of carotenoid because in carrot it is brownish or it is reddish or it is orange in color. So carotene is obtained or extracted from the carrot, that is why it is carotene, and carotenic, the derivatives of carotene are known as the carotenoids. So which carotenoid is found here? It is fucoxanthin. This carotenoid is found here. Okay. So this is about the pigment. Next, let's discuss about it. Which type of reproduction is found? So reproduction, all the three ways of reproduction are found here. All the three ways means vegetative, sexual, asexual. Vegetative, asexual and sexual. Got it? So all the three ways of reproduction are found. Next, life cycle. Which type of life cycle is found? Life cycle, here haplontic and diplontic. Haplontic and diplontic life cycle present here. Next one is, what are the example of these? So example, students, Dictyota, Ectocarpus, Laminaria. Dictyota, Ectocarpus, Laminaria. Fucus, Ectocarpus, Laminaria. These all are example of Phaeophycy. Got it? So here I want to tell one another thing, students. I forgot in Chlorophycy. One thing add here. Reserved food. Reserved food. So which type of reserved food is present here? I am writing here in different color. Reserved food in Chlorophycy is starch. Okay, but here reserve food in Phaeophyce is reserve food in Phaeophyce. It is laminarin, and mannitol. So these are the terms you should remember it. Laminarin and mannitol. Laminaria is the example. So remember the laminaria is the example of Phaeophyce. So laminarin is obtained from laminaria. That is why laminarin, it is the reserve food material of Phaeophyce category. Got it? Next, mannitol, it is another reserve food material in Phaeophyce. So reserve food material is laminarin and mannitol. Next one is the economic importance. What is the economic importance of these algae? Economic importance. So dear students, these brown algae, they are extracted, from these algae some substances are extracted like laminarin, like algin. One another thing, algin is the gelatin like substance algin. So algin is extracted from brown algae and it is used to make the what? It is used to make ice cream, toothpaste, to finishing of leather. So in different area algin is used. Okay, laminarin is also used in ice cream making and toothpaste making. Got it? Because these are the substance, these have the thicken substance, means we can say these are the substance just like glue like substance or thick substances, plasma like substances. That is why they used to make the vessel of ice cream and different things, make the thickened. That is why. So these are the economic importance. One another important thing, students, I want to tell you, the largest alga or largest brown algae is what? Kelps. So kelps, it is the name or it is the category of alga. To different species are, this is the genera. Kelps is the genera and different species are Necrocystis and Macrocystis. These are the species of kelps. So kelps is the giant brown algae. The largest brown algae is 40 to 100 meter in size. So it is the largest brown algae, kelps. Remember it. Got it? So remember it. Kelps is the giant brown algae. So this is about the Phaeophyce. Got it? So what things you should remember it? Pigment, examples, the economic importance, reserve food material, and one another thing, the largest alga. Okay, here let's discuss the common name of Rhodophyce is red algae. So rhodo, you can make the sense, rhodo is red. So these are the little bit pronunciation, we make the similar, it is not similar but we make similar to remember it, rhodo, red. Okay, so red algae, it is the common name of Rhodophyce. Actually rhodo is the term, it is derived from the red color. Okay, it is the Greek term, and phycoerythrin and fucoxanthin, phycoerythrin and phycocyanin, blue and red color. Phycoerythrin, it is the pigment found in this type of algae. So phycoerythrin is in red in color, so that is why this alga looks red. So here habitat, what is the habitat of these algae? Habitat is marine habitat. So dear students, I want to tell you, in marine habitat or in sea, both at both the places they are found in upper surfaces and in deeper layers. So they require the light to form their food. That is why they are situated in uppermost layers of sea water and also deeper in the depth of the sea, where light reaches in very least amount. So both the places, upper and in depth. Okay, so both the places, at both the places these type of algae are found. You know, I want to tell you one another thing, students. If the question is asked that which algae is situated deeper in the layer of seawater or situated at the bottom, so mainly it is the option will be correct, Rhodophycy or red algae. Okay. Next one, cell organization or body organization. What does it mean? So students, you know, these algae are multicellular. These algae are multicellular. Okay. Next one, multicellular and cell wall is made up of cellulose plus pectin and also a layer of gelatin. Gelatin, it is the substance gelatin. So cellulose, gelatin and pectin, these are the substances which make the cell wall of red algae. So which type of pigment is found? Pigment is chlorophyll A and D, and additional pigment is phycoerythrin. So phycoerythrin, it is the additional pigment in these algae. So phycoerythrin, it is because chlorophyll A is green in color, but additional pigment, it is more in amount and it masks these chlorophyll A and D. That is why the color appears red. Here also the mask, phycoxanthin masks the chlorophyll A and C. That is why it appears in brown. So next, here let's discuss about the reproduction. Which type of reproduction? So reproduction method, all the three ways. Next, dear students, life cycle. So life cycle, haplontic and diplontic. Haplontic and diplontic life cycle is found. Next, examples of this category. What are the example? So dear students, must remember the example. This is the example: Polysiphonia, Gracilaria, Gelidium. These are the example of red algae. So Polysiphonia, Gracilaria and Gelidium. These are the example. Next, what is the reserve food material? So reserve food is here Floridian starch. Floridian starch. So Floridian starch is the reserve food material. What is the economic importance? So economic importance is, do you know students, here one most important substance is extracted from the red algae. What its name? Its name is agar. Agar and carrageen. So carrageen and agar, these are the two most important substances are extracted from the red algae. These are used in what? Jam, jelly, ice cream making, and agar, it is most important substance which is used to grow the plant in laboratory. You have studied the tissue culture in 10th class, which is the part of artificial vegetative propagation. Agar is used to make the culture media or used to grow the plants in laboratory. So these are the examples. Some red algae are also as edible algae. Okay. So these are different type of category of algae we have discussed. Students, another thing I want to tell you that we have discussed the structure of algae is type, holdfast and frond. So in Phaeophycy and Rhodophycy and also some members of Chlorophycy, they have that type of structure. When the algae is unicellular, then no holdfast, no stipe, no frond is found. But when algae is multicellular, then stipe, holdfast and frond may found. So it should be remembered. Okay. So I think students, it is cleared. It is all clear to you. If any question, any query if you have, then you can contact me on personal WhatsApp number or can ask in the comment box. So students, thank you for watching this video. I think it's enough. So if you are liking, you share this video among your friends, and also please subscribe my YouTube channel.